What did the Strokes say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Some people like to call it cheat. They wanna get a 5-4-3. A mixed triple sequence is nice, 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 whoa. And with all simples, it feels right. Call upon. For an easy seat win. I've been wanting a fast round, baby. So let's run. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Dude, the Strokes, so I started listening to the Strokes in high school. Not because I liked the Strokes per se Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Not because I liked the Strokes per se, because a cool friend showed me the Strokes and I wanted to be cool too. But now in my later years, I can appreciate that song for being really, really good. Anyway, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. We are still in the Valley of Hell. We're 2 4th place finishes away from demoting out of the master rank. I cannot tell a lie. That is very scary. That is scary indeed. But I think now that I'm less mentally tilted, I can admit that for a while, we probably weren't playing the best Mahjong. I probably wasn't making the best decision making, but I was like, you know, like, if you're tilted, you probably just you're not confident that the right tiles are going to come. And I know it's a game of, like, this is all this game is, just being confident that the right tiles will come, but it genuinely can shake you and make you, you know, I would like to compare it to even an NBA player. Like, if they're tilted, if their team has just been losing for a while, you're probably more likely to miss a free throw. Now, okay, we got to go normal mode with this hand, I think. Like, the rest of our shapes are just too good for sicko mode shenanigans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right, he's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give him a chance. It's a little bit of a risky situation. I'm not gonna even pawn the first one because the rest of my hand is just very, very okay. It's not the strongest shapes in the world, and I don't think that we can really outrace someone else. I mean, that's a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a little bit better. Keeping the door, hopefully we can draw another one of these, but you know, it's like if your team is losing, even LeBron James can miss a free throw or two. I guess. And speaking of missing free throws and being psychologically wounded, this is where we're at. I mean, Right Lord was willing to discard the door. It's a little bit safer for me to follow them down on this path as well. And you might be asking yourself, Yusong, do you really consider Riichi Mahjong to be the same type of thing as NBA basketball? No, but like, I don't consider myself an NBA player even though I have the body for it, right? Like, we all know this. We all know this. 6-pack, 12-pack, biceps that are the size of the frickin' moon. Okay, these are probably going to be our shapes. We can pawn the green dragon to go for a super duper fast hand, and it's good news bears that both left lord and right lord, I don't know about this because we risk being in a very zuzzy Furiton if we draw into the the 7 of bamboo or whatever. This is a little bit scary. Right lord is also willing to open up their hand. Let's pray that they have a small one. Left lord, they discarded some pretty scary stuff early on. Arguably, it could be a flush of some kind, maybe in the circle suit. I'm not sure. So this is the problem. Like, if I had pawned the green dragon a little bit earlier, and we can pivot off of this, do a little Jeremy Pivens for an all simples hand. It's not that bad. We can even fold with the 8 of circles for a little bit of hashtag Suji Gaming. The problem with opening up our hand really, really early is that you know, it runs the risk of this type of situation where we're stuck with not exactly the most safe tiles to fold with, and what we have is a very unvaluable hand, right? A very cheap hand. You don't want to be stuck in that situation. You don't want to have to call for a step sibling to help you out of the washing machine. You know what I mean? Okay. What have we got going on here? We got one Dora, one red 5. It's not bad. It's not bad. These shapes are looking okay. We're gonna need a pair somewhere in here. Honestly, if you're mine, I will gladly take another 4 of characters from off the top of the wall. I would genuinely take that for a pair. Probably not in all simples hand, despite the fact that the rumors are true. I have been down horrendous for all simples lately. I've been replying to their Twitter selfies, being like, haha, slay. Look, I don't know how people engage on Twitter, okay? I'm trying to quit Twitter. I've said this before, but I believe it bears repeating. Like, the reason that I don't think, wait, hang on. I mean, I love Twitter. Yusong loves corporations. I'm not a brand risk at all. I can sponsor your thing, okay? I love Twitter. But my friend Yudong really doesn't like Twitter. This is what Yudong thinks about Twitter, okay? Yudong thinks that, like, imagine that Twitter was like a physical room. It's like, yeah, okay. No, we can't. We literally can't draw the third one, right? The 7 is dead, so I should have just discarded this. I was thinking that maybe this could be our pair. Yeah, absolutely. I think our hand is a little bit too slow to be fighting with the Titans right now. Both Left Lord and a Cross Lord seem like they got some good stuff going on. Now, this is an interesting pair that we can actually use in our hand, but maybe we could have folded with Inside Tsuji, Both the 1 and the 7 have been discarded. What else can we fold with here that seems pretty safe? The 9 of circles seems pretty safe. 8 of circles also seems pretty safe. I'm not gonna lie, this is an okay situation. You've heard of okay computer, but okay situation. They could be waiting on a 2-5 of circles. For some reason, that seems very likely to me. Yeah, I'll happily just Bing fold again. Maybe we can get down to business for an all simples hand at the end of the game. Maybe if we're like super lucky, we can get into that kind of a situation. The 8 of circles is luckily a safe tile for everyone. Otherwise, I probably should have discarded that one first. Okay, I still think that they're waiting on a 2 or a 5 of circles. Like that is very suspicious to me right now. Never mind, he's actually so wrong. Okay. Could they still be setting a Tsuji trap or like just have a really bad Riichi with a 4-6? Wow, a Crosslord playing real aggressive into this. What does it look like? They hit an Oradora. That's bad news for us. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Oradora. Wow. Okay, fake Mongon, just shy of an actual Mongon. Yudong thinks that imagine Twitter was an actual like physical room. And would you go to that room? You know what I mean? There's just like a million people there screaming about topics that you did not ask for. You know what I mean? And then occasionally someone will be like, hey, look at this dummy. They had a bad opinion online. Look, we're going to parade this dummy around and show them that they had a bad opinion online. Would you go to that room? Would you go to that room? We're going to maybe go for a half flush here. It's a little bit risky, but it feels good. I mean, there's also the potentiality for a half flush all triplets as well. Half flush all triplets, green dragon. This hand moves pretty fast. Southwind is not a valuable hand yet. I'll take it. So I'll take it. Like this diminishes the all triplets hand, but it lets us get into Tenpai faster. Unfortunately, if someone discards the Southwind, we're gonna end up on a honky tonky wait, which is really bad. Tonki is the Japanese for single tile wait. Arguably, we should have kept that. This is so dumb, dude. This is so dumb. Oh my god. So people know, like, if they can just avoid throwing character tiles or honor tiles, they've got my number. This is so bad, dude. This is so bad. It's horrible. It's actually horrible. And they know that I can't be waiting on a 1, right? Oh, they know I can't be waiting on a 4. Okay. I mean, I basically called Riichi with this hand. Is green dragon half flush? It's 3 Han. I'm risking the family farm for 3 Han, where the Dora hasn't even been discarded yet. I mean, it's risky. It's risky. This is not a... Here's the thing. Oh, good. I gave Left Lord 3 Dora. This is why you don't con, by the way. This is why you do not con. The reason that I'm waiting on a 5 is because I don't think other people will think I'm waiting on a 5. I can't wait on the Northwind, dude. There's only one left. It's the zuzzier option for sure. If we're talking about Zuzz, do my name get brought up? Like, sure, it's the zuzzier option. This is so... All right, I messed up this one, okay? I messed up this one. But could you imagine? Could you imagine if we got to hit the Ron button there? Could you imagine if we got a Ron Weasley? Holy moly. The point is, I wouldn't go to that room. So I try not to. Oh my God, this is a spicy meatball. This is a spicy meatball. Okay. What is the other door? It's the Northwind. Oh, okay. I would have had another door had I kept the Northwind. Okay. But it would have been a much worse wait. What do I think Left Lord is going for? I don't know. Probably like, I was going to say a 2 or a 5 in the character suit. I mean, this is terrible, but at least a lot of the 7s are gone, so they probably don't have a 6-7 in the character suit. And now I'm playing defensively. Now I effed up. I'm on the worst Tonki weight of all time, but that's okay. That's okay. Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! Left Lord had conned into 4 more Dora, by the way. Holy moly. That was ridiculous. Call me a spell from the first Harry Potter movie. The way that was kind of ridiculous. Holy guacamole, dude. I can't believe we won that hand. But it just goes to show you. You don't have to be smart to play Riichi Mahjong, okay? Sometimes if your stupidity reaches a high enough threshold, you can actually round the corner and bend yourself back into the land of Pog, you know? This 1-2 wait is so bad. How bad is it? It's so bad that it's ordering 2 mimosas at a Sunday brunch. That's how bad this is. Left Lord pawns the Seat Wind again. Seat Wind and Prevalent Wind. Or maybe last time it wasn't their Seat Wind, but this is Chuhan. It's a little bit scary. We can maybe go for an all simples hand. It doesn't look that bad. And if it makes you happy, then why the heck are you so sad? All right, they have 3 Han visible in their hand. No album out. Sure. It's a little bit scary. Elton John voice, this feeling inside. You can't just rely on song parodies, Yusong. You actually have to say something in your YouTube videos. What do we do here? Because they haven't discarded any character tiles. That's bad news for us. If they're going for a flush in the character suit, they can also make use of the Dora. That's scary. All right, the 3s have been pawned, which is easy for us to throw away this 1-2. Right Lord is also making a break for it. So what is going on here? I think we're supposed to fold. A Cross Lord with the character tile Riichi. Southwind is safe. We don't want to deal into Riichi Ippatsu. We're going to 100% fold here. Everyone has a ready hand except for I. How many 7s are gone? Not enough. They're not waiting on circle tiles. It doesn't seem like it. Right Lord could be waiting on circle tiles, but it also doesn't seem like it. Cross Lord is going to sumo. Wow. What is this? Oh, they had a closed wait, but they managed to hit an Oradora. At least we're not sitting in the dealer's seat. This is fine. It's anyone's game right now, and we have a great opportunity to go for first, right? Was really hoping that we saw another green dragon as the tiles were dealt. This is a really bad hand. We have a 1 and a 9 with a 4 and a 6. Although I suppose like we could have kept. Yeah, I don't know. We maybe could have kept the 1 and the 9 because the 4-6 is a shape in and of itself. Like. The 1, 4, 6, 9 thing, like if you have a 1 and a 4, throw the 1. If you have a 6 and a 9, throw the 9. That thing only applies if you have a singular, yeah, burp right into the mic, Yusong. It only applies if you have a singular 1 and a singular 4. It's different if you have like 4, 5. I don't know. If you have a 4, 5, the 1 can still become a shape if you draw into like a 2 or something, right? So maybe, I mean, it didn't turn out that badly for us. We could still accept a 3 of characters here. You know it and I know it. We're careening towards an all simples hand. Dora's the 4 of characters. I would love to cheat at, but my hand, like, even though we're the dealer and we want to remain as the dealer, like this hand does not feel very strong. We have all these Thomas middleweights, and it's not like we have all these double-sided. Oh, pain, Pekka. It's not like we have all these double-sided weights with that like really facilitate a fast, smooth kind of. I was gonna say lubricated, you know, pawning and cheating kind of a shenanigans. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be an all simples 7 pairs hand, which is rare, which is definitely very rare, but it might be the most exciting way that this hand moves forward. Okay, fair enough. We can upgrade this 2-4 to a 4-5. It's okay. We could still go normal mode with this hand if we have to. Crosslord pawns the 9 of characters. That is extremely weird. That is extremely weird. I am tenpai for 7 pairs, all simples. That is also extremely weird. I'm to Penguin of Doom. I am extremely random and weird. Okay, what do we want to see? I suppose we want to see like a 4 or a 6. We want to be able to throw the two of circles. We can't throw the Dora. We definitely have to keep the Dora in our hand. And you know what? I don't think we can throw the 6 either. The 6 is too close to the Dora. Other people could have a 4-5 waiting to slurp up my entire lunch. I'm gonna discard the 4. The 1 was just thrown. No one has a 2-3, arguably. And, you know, people could have a 5-6, but we see some of the 6s. Left Lord calls the Riichi. This should be safe because of Suji Gaming. They could have an 8-9 weight. No, but all the 9s are gone. So this is delightfully devilish. This is 7 pairs, 2 Han, 2 Dora, 4 Han, all simples, 5 Han. This would be a nice... Wow! Is this what it takes to win? To go for the worst honky-tonky hand you've ever seen? To submerge my soul in darkness? Is this what it takes to win? Wow. Sugoi. Genuinely sugoi. The most Americanized sugoi you've ever heard. All right. We got a, okay, these are okay shapes, right? You've heard of okay computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand, no album out. That doesn't hurt either. Got a nice 2, 3, 4. What happens if we pawn the south one? What do we throw here? Probably this 2? I don't know, dude. The 2 is like good. If we pawn this, we can throw this, and then we can still pawn the 2 or the 8. Yeah, I think we're supposed to throw the 9 of bamboo if we're gonna throw anything. So Dora is the green dragon. That's really dangerous. Anyone could have a Mongon hand out of nowhere, like an office chair in a WWE kind of a situation. Like that's definitely true. Or maybe like a love affair in a WWE situation. I don't think I'm breaking any ground by saying this, but I feel like in traditional like stereotypical media sensibility. Oh yeah, people are gonna love this commentary, Yusong. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's so relatable, right? Just talk about Naruto. It gets the Zoomers going, or I don't know. You know how like, oh, people are like, oh, please, soap operas. Pshaw, those are so melodramatic. Who would want to watch a soap opera? Have you ever watched WWE? South Park did a nice parody about this where, you know, people were watching, like this really male audience was watching WWE for the love stories and stuff, and it was really well done. And as someone who has been to one of those watch parties, like I don't partake myself, but as someone who's been to those watch parties, I'm like, yeah, feels pretty right. All right, Right Lord opens up their hand. They're probably in Tenpai. I'm also gonna get into Tenpai. This 2 doesn't seem that dangerous to discard. Plus the 8 and the 9s are pretty inconspicuous. It could definitely still come out at a moment's notice. 8 is a little risky, but they've discarded a lot of 7s. I don't know. And we see 3 of the 7s. That was my reasoning, but it's not great reasoning. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm unstoppable. I'm actually just unstoppable. Prevalent wind, nothing else. Yep, I'll take it. Can stop other people in their tracks, rack up the repeat counter as the dealer, maybe get the cool cat icon in our match history. Wow, when it rains, it pours. Sasuga Yusong always knows how to draw the right tiles when the moment is necessary. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. We don't have to go out on a limb here. Holy moly, do we have 5 shapes. We don't have to go out on a limb here. Again, this 2-4 shape and this 5-7 shape is a little bit weak. The 9, I don't know. We can still pawn the second one, but I would definitely rather chi into a one of these shapes than to pawn the 9 or the 7. It just feels much worse. I feel like the pawning, like it can happen later in the game. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. We can even call a Riichi. That's pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty gross. Okay. Sure. I don't know if this is necessarily correct, but you know, if we draw another pair, we have a nice all triples hand. That's how you know I'm not seeing the light anymore. The fact that I'm thinking about going for all triplets just goes to show you how deep my soul is in the Shadow Realm. How I've embraced the dark arts in order to draw my winning Mahjong tiles. It's fricked up right now. I've embraced Orochimaru's curse mark. and as a result, I have unlocked my full power. Okay. Accepting the zuzziest fur 10 of all time. Didn't see that, but it is the situation that we're in. We don't necessarily want to see this. The four of characters is looking a little bit risky with its pants on the ground. It's looking a little bit risky. They discarded an 8. Maybe they have a 5-6 in their hand or something that this 8 is coming from. I'm not calling con here. Just like my country, I'm young, frumpy, and dumpy, and I'm not gonna call a con. This is not a safe tile either. What is happening? What is actually happening? Right Lord must be in Tenpai or very, very close, or they have a good hand, or they're feeling desperate because they're in last place. Look at this discard, dude. It's the only one I got. Ba-da-da-da. This is not a safe discard at all. They're going ham right now. Arguably, that is a safe tile, the 4 of characters. We could still get into Tenpai and we can still slurp up this hand from other players, but it's not super duper likely, right? Like if a 2 or a 9 comes out, I would definitely pawn it. I'm not going to call a Riichi here. I don't have to. Because guess what? I'm in first place. I want to protect my lead at all costs. If someone else is a huge, yeah, like this we cannot throw. How many 4s are available? 1, 2, 3. Not enough. Arguably, the 9s are the safest. I think that this is the best option for us to potentially get into Tenpai in the late game. Again, right Lord throwing caution to the wind. Left Lord emoting and BMing. I don't know. I don't condone that. I don't condone that one bit. Riichi, all simples, red 5. Why are you emoting? Why are you being so mean? I mean, this could just be playful jockeying. I can't, you know, I don't know the difference. How do you know when you're finished? Another one-liners from comedians in the 80s. All right, this hand is bad. This hand is like pretty garbaggio. We could go a little normal mode. Like I'm keeping my options open. I don't necessarily just want to go for the half flush and the bamboo suit. Like that is what I'm leaning towards. That's definitely what I'm leaning towards. Now with that pair of the south winds making this decision a lot easier. The only thing that's giving me a little bit of a pause, champ, is this 5 of circles in my hand. I mean, let's be smart about it, right? Let's be smart about it. We don't need a big hand. We don't have to risk our lives to go for the half flush, although it's got me acting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's risk our lives to go for the half flush. What is the Dora? The Dora is the east wind. That's a little bit scary, but with the half flush hand, we can still even use the sea wind. So let's do it. We can open up this hand. We have a valid hand no matter what. We don't even need a triplet of the south winds, although it would be nice to have Washington on your side. Left Lord also looks like they're going for a half flush in the bamboo suit, making this hand a little bit spicy. Or they're going for like 13 orphans. That's genuinely the scarier option. Like, what are their discards? This feels like a 13 orphans or a half outside hand, like a terribly misguided half outside hand. But there's a reason those hands are Yakumans, right? They're very, very unlikely. They could have a triplet of the east wind or something. If they're going for it, then, you know, they could definitely use it. Should I just throw away the east wind while the getting's good? I'm going to throw away the east wind while the getting's good. The left Lords, I fear no person, but left Lord's discards, they scare me. No one's discarding bamboo. Maybe the players have gotten a good read on the situation, like a website that aggregates book reviews. Maybe they've gotten a good read on the situation and that I'm going for the bamboo tiles. The girl with the bamboo tiles. Right Lord is dipping their toes into the water though. They gotta be desperate. As the dealer in last place, they've gotta be feeling desperate, like the protagonist in Raymond Carver's hit short story, Why Don't You Dance? Honestly, if you're looking for something good to read today, like if you Google Why Don't You Dance, here's the thing. This is a great hand. We're gonna fold here. We're absolutely gonna fold. We don't want to ruin our chance at first place. The green dragon, probably safe, right? Probably safe. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. There's still a chance. If they're going for a Zuzzy 7 pairs or something very, very silly, if they're going for something very, very silly, let's not deal into them. Let's not Dave Matthews Band crash into them. They've got 11 tiles left to cobble together a winning hand. I don't believe in them. I genuinely don't. And so what do? We watch as the hope fades from Right Lord's discards, from their eyes, you know? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If no one else calls a pawn or a cheat, we only have to discard one more tile. Left Lord might deal in. Oh, okay. Interesting. I have no idea what's going on. So they weren't waiting for the green dragon, but I'm gonna hide myself just to show you what they're going for in the end. If Left Lord hopefully doesn't sumo here under the river or under the sea. Okay, interesting. What were they waiting on? They were waiting on a 9 of bamboo and a red dragon. So, you know, waiting for honor tiles, definitely a Zuzzy wait, not gonna lie. They remain as the dealer, but that's okay. We have another chance to slurp up a fast hand from right beneath them. Now say it with me. If you're watching along at home, let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Could be an all simples hand. Could be an all simples hand. What do we got going on here for the door? The door is the 5 of characters. Wow. Sheesh. That is incredible. That is sugoi. I mean, I'm not gonna mince my words. It's actually sugoi. This is a really fast hand. We have some double-sided weights here. All we need, I mean, we can even pawn this. I'm gonna go for it. So this is what I'm thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking. If we draw into a 5, we can wait for a 5-8 as our pair. It's okay. Now so many tiles send us into Tenpai. This is the finest all simples hand I've ever laid my eyes upon. Okay, this is also fine. So what do we want to see? We want to see a 5 of characters. Unfortunately, we don't want to see a 9 of characters, right? Because we're going for all simples. Or a 4, or a 7, or a 5, or an 8. This is also fine. It doesn't look like it, but this is also fine. At least we get into Tenpai. All right, how do we want to play this? Right Lord calls the Riichi. It's an early game Riichi. We can assume it is bad. And we're going to fold. And we're absolutely going to fold. And he's folding. So what do we want to see here? We want to see like a 4 of circles, a 6 of circles. And we get right back into Tenpai. Holy moly. We might get the chance, if we're lucky, to slurp away some tiles from some points from Right Lord. This is a little bit of a risky tile. It gets pawned by a crosslord. You could have had 2 other tiles of safety, and yet you've chosen death, I see. So you've chosen violence. Left Lord is emoting, but let's see where that gets him. Let's see where that gets him. They haven't discarded a single character tile yet. Okay, fair enough. We are absolutely going to fold, by the way. If we don't sumo our tile right now, dude, it's very bittersweet winning like this, because I have been in Right Lord's seat where all you need to do is like throw some Hail Mary passes into the end zone. Say, your match history, wow. It's been a long time since you've touched the realm of light. And I can see why someone might be tilted because of that. What is the door? It's the 1 of circles. Is this hand worth fighting for? Like a song from Mulan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's interesting, don't get me wrong. That is also very interesting, don't get me wrong. Okay, what do we want to see here? We want to see something around the bamboo shapes. I either want to get rid of this red 5 before we have all 3 red 5s. Holy moly. We get rid of the red 5. This 1-1-2 shape is strong enough. It's beef strong enough. And what we want to do is, like, we don't need a win with a huge hand here. We want to be able to like rob someone else of a baby hand. Right Lord opens up their hand. Are you nuts? This is seat wind red 5, potentially half flush. They have to go for big hands here. Like, call me Sergei Rachmaninoff. Like, they have to go for big hands. So what do we want to see? We want to see a 6 of characters. Then we can throw the zuzziest, we can get into a Zuzzy Damaten Pinfu situation. That would feel pretty nice. Okay. What else would we want to see? I mean, I suppose a 4 of characters would be okay. There's a 6 of characters. Unfortunately, it makes our hand a little bit worse, but there's still 3 of them that we could draw upon. Fair enough. Be fair enough. This is not the Riichi that I want to necessarily call, although, like, it's not a terrible Riichi either, because Right Lord doesn't need the 6, and Right Lord has to be desperate. However, like, what is the worst case scenario? They have a Mongon, like, oh, this is spicy. This is spicy. I'm counting on them not having a finished hand yet. So what is the worst case scenario? They have seat wind, red 5, half flush in the bamboo suit. They don't even have pure straight because they have a 5, 6, 7, and you would need a 4, 5, 6 in order to do that. This is 4 Han. What? Oh, you're tilted. You're tilted. Oh my goodness. You have a horrible hand. I should be calling Riichi. Now that I know that you have a horrible hand, you have to play aggressively with your horrible hand. You can't use a 6 of characters. I think we go for the Riichi here. It's going to incentivize the other players to fold too, right? At least I think so. I'm not sure. Right, a crosslord is not necessarily folding per se, but is throwing a safe tile. Left Lord was kind of folding with Suji Gaming on my 5 of circles. Left Lord chases. Ah, so we've chosen death. Arguably... It's risky here. It's risky here. So, I suppose, like, every time we call Riichi, we should consider, like, what if someone else chases our hand? Would we feel bad? Left Lord deals into Right Lord. A tale as old as time. I mean, it would make me feel happy. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think. Because this is genuinely a controversial issue. Or it's not controversial, but it gets people going. Do you think emoting is inherently bad manners? Do you know what I mean? Do you think emoting... Wait, hang on. What is this? We're 1 tile away from 7 pairs. We're 1 tile away from 7 pairs. I'm obviously going to throw away the door. I don't want anyone... Sometimes you have to do a little bullying. Sometimes you have to do a little bullying. 7 pairs, Riichi with the Suji trap, goated with the sauce. This is bullying. And now the Suji tiles commence. The Suji tiles commence. But you fools, you don't realize the danger that you're in. Behold my peons. Okay. Do you think emoting is inherently bad manners? Because it would delight me if we got to serve up some justice to Left Lord for emoting so much. It's like, you can't emote to be mean, you know? If you emote to gloat for a big hand, like, that's kind of BM. At least what I think is BM. What do I think is acceptable emoting? When someone has a cool hand, right? Nagashi Mangan, a Yakuman, if you want to congratulate someone. I mean, maybe if you get a, like, after the con, like, if you get a rare Yaku, maybe under the sea, under the river, like, that's cool, I suppose. Like, that's cool. But I don't know. Gloating for your own hand it doesn't sit well with me, you know? It doesn't sit well. So, people have discarded a ton of 2 of bamboo. No one's discarded it. Oh, I hate this. Oh, my God. Please, please. Oh, get me out. Get me out of this game, please. Okay. It's not game over for us yet. We should have called Riichi, probably. We always have to consider what happens if someone chases our Riichi. And this hand is terrible. You know what we do with this hand? We go for the half flush in the circle suit because it allows us to safely fold and get away if someone else ends up calling Riichi. Like, what we want to see is a cross lord or a right lord calling a Riichi, and we want to be able to huge fold after that. Like, this hand probably doesn't make it, right? This hand probably doesn't make it. It's so slow. We could have accepted a good 2-2-4 shape. Right? Cross lord pawns the 1. That is extremely weird. What do you have going on if you're gonna pawn the 1 and then throw the 3? So it's not a half flush in the character suit. What you have is a really small hand. I'm assuming you have like a red dragon or a green dragon or just a simple Yaku high hand. This doesn't, or maybe half outside and you're just hoping to have the fastest hand. Okay, it might, I don't know. This is such weird discards that we're seeing. You've heard of such great heights, but such weird discards. So what risks throwing us into oblivion? Northwind, they can't have a triplet of it. Red dragon, they could have a triplet. White dragon, they could also have a triplet. And you know, they can actually make use of these tiles, is what I'm saying. Probably not a full outside hand or a half outside hand with the 1s and the 9s being discarded. We should get rid of the red dragon before it leads to oblivion. Call me a location for Kingdom Hearts, the way we're in Castle Oblivion right now. Left Lord calls the Riichi. I hate this. Left Lord actually has the tile flow. That's unfortunate. That's genuinely unfortunate. At least they didn't sumo Epots this time. Epots. It's like, again, it's like when a restaurant calls a sandwich a sando. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's like a little like eye rolly. Okay, right lord looks like they're folding. What do you have going on? You're in last place, you know? Maybe they're counting on a cross lord dealing into left lord. It's not impossible. Northwind is another safe tile. We could still get into Tenpai for a half flush hand. I don't necessarily, okay. The 9 was just discarded, so it's safe. What is this? You don't have a triple triplets hand, right? Triple triplets is when you have like a three pawns of the same number, but the 1s are gone. You can't have that. So you have a half outside hand or maybe a pair of the green I think you have a green dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to win this one. What? Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing. They probably I'm sorry, I'm mind flooded right now. I really need to focus. So I'm hoping that either a cross lord or a right lord wins this one. Not left lord, obviously. But I'm assuming that okay, at least this is a small hand. So they can fight all they want. So long as they don't eclipse us and we get to win before they do, like we're fine with that. Wow, and now it's a real knife fight for third place. Okay, this has become a very spicy meatball. This has become a very, very spicy meatball indeed. This is a good hand, I think. We have 5 shapes. They're not all good shapes, but they're okay. I'll throw this just in case we can get a white dragon or a green dragon. A cross lord and right lord are hugely incentivized to just get the smallest hand possible and end this game without being in last place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, we have a nice 7 pair situation or even all triplets. Here's the thing: we know that they're gonna race. So I fully assume that either a cross lord or right lord is gonna call a Riichi or something very, very fast, and we'll happily fold when that time comes. We're discarding a lot of good stuff. We could still go normal mode with this 5-6. Could still go normal mode with that as well. You know what? I don't want to keep these really dangerous tiles. So I'll happily throw away a 7 and possibly a 5 even later on too. We could have gone for all triplets, but I think that would be extremely foolish at a time like this. Probably could have kept the green dragon as well. Arguably, it's correct to throw something more zuzzy like the 5 of bamboo. Okay, 3 of bamboo also shown as a safe tile. A cross lord has it. So what are they going for? We have to be careful. Red dragon half flush is 3 Han. 3 Han, if they hit us with 3 Han and they have enough mini points, it's not a half flush. Okay, things just got really interesting. And by interesting, I mean effing terrible for me. Maybe we should just be folding right now. Right Lord also has to go for it. I'm gonna rock right now. I'm gonna rock right now. Yeah. So here's the thing. Genuinely, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to pray to the heavens. Our hand is too slow to win. Our hand is too specific and slow to win. And not only that, if we wanted to win, we would have to throw away so many risky tiles in order to make that dream come true. Across... Feels like a first place. Oops. Oops. You thought I was what, dead? Huh? Thought I was dead? Sphere of innocence. Ooh woo, did I just do that? Ooh woo, oh whoa. When he yells, put this on the Yusong Liu bingo card for every YouTube video. When he gets so hyped, he yells ooh woo, oh whoa. All right, what happened? This is a spicy game. This was genuinely a spicy game. So this was the beginning of the end for you. Ah, the young pawn before you have a confirmed Yaku in your hand. I do this all the time. Right Lord calls the Riichi. This is relatively safe. It's a terminal tile. And now you're just in it. Hang on. Can't you just like keep folding? Like, can't you just like keep folding or even fold with these? This is one Han. This is one Han. I don't agree with this. I know. You're in Tenpai and stuff, but it's not a very fast hand. Anyway. Your Right Lord is called Riichi. You are in Tenpai, but you have to discard a really dangerous tile to stay in Tenpai. Are there other ways that you could stay in Tenpai? No. But, what do you have here? White Dragon, red 5, Dora. 3 Han, but it's the spiciest tile of all time. You don't have a lot of information. They probably don't have a 3-4, but look, no 6s and 7s have been discarded. You have 2 of these. Honestly, like, this is fine. You throw one of these, chi into your shape, throw another one of these. Like, you have 12 tiles left. I think you can just stay in Tenpai, like, get into Tenpai before the end of the game. This is Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Aura. Okay, fair enough. I mean, this was nasty. What happened here? I mean, I won this hand, but I don't know why I won this hand. So you are waiting on a white dragon. Right Lord has called a Riichi. You're waiting on a white dragon. Are there tiles of safety? Yes. Yes, there are. You're throwing away a Mongon hand, though. Right Lord hasn't discarded a single character tile, though. And this is super close to the Dora. So, pros and cons. Pros with this hand, if you win, 4 Han, right? White Dragon, Dora, Dora, red 5. With the mini points, probably a Mongon. But you also risk dealing into, like, a huge hand, too. I look like I've got some pretty... I mean, everyone looks like they've got some pretty strong stuff going on. This was 7 pay. Oh, we got so lucky. Like, this was really lucky for us, too. That we managed to stay in Tenpai as well. And we were the dealer in that sense. And it's like half Suji, I suppose. What happened here? So you started pawning out the wazoo. Wow, strong hand. All simples, potentiality for triple Dora. You're in last place. I can kind of see you going for it, right? All simples, 2 Dora. All simples, 3 Dora. It's either 3 or 4 Han. It's not bad. It's not bad. You have to discard a relatively dangerous tile, though. Oh. I think in last place, I'd probably make this same play. What happens that causes you to start opening your hand? Okay, it's fine, and then you discard this, probably. And then a crossword calls the Riichi. Now what do you do? You have no safe tiles. If you have no safe tiles, then forge on, my brother. That 6 pawn. I don't know. It nets you in Tenpai, but it's also 2 other safe tiles. That's a safe tile. Ah, wow. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say whether or not you should have pawned the 6s. It just gives you more flexibility, but this gets you into Tenpai. And if a Crosslord had made the, you know, if they'd gotten unlucky and drawn the Dora, they would have had to discard it. I don't hate that play. I don't hate that play. It's a game of chance. He's a bit of a flirt, but it's a game of a chance. Okay, what happened here? You are in Tenpai. A nice all simples Riichi Pinfu for a 4 or a 7. Crosslord's not going quietly into this fine night. Yep. Okay, fair enough. End up on a closed weight. I mean, I don't agree with them necessarily opening their hand, but it did get them into like fighting within reaching distance of, you know, 3rd place, right? This is the last hand where someone dealt in. What happened here? What? Wow! All terminals and honors. Holy moly. All triplets. At least 2 Dora. All terminals and honors? How much is that? All terminals and honors is 2 Han, whether or not it's open or closed. That's 2 Han. All triplets is 4 Han. 2 Dora is 6 Han. But either you win with the prevalent wind or a 3rd Dora, which is 7 Han. This is a Hanemon. If you hit it from Right Lord or even me, like you get, oh, this is South 4 though. Oh, this is so painful. Because if you hit it from Right Lord, you get to 12,000 points. You get to usurp them. But if you get it from me, you don't even get into dude, I don't know about this hand. I don't know about this hand. If you hit it from me, you still stay as 3rd place. You know what I mean? Half outside hand. Fair. But like, what about like normal mode? What about normal mode? Wow. I don't like this. I discard the... You take 3rd place here. I know you see it, but you even best case scenario, this is 7 Han. You would need to con for an 8th Han. A Hanemon gets you out, but only specifically on a direct hit on Right Lord. If you sumo Hanemon, it might not even be enough. You steal sumo Hanemon, it would be like you steal 6,000 from them. They'd go down to like 2,700. You'd go up to 25. It's not enough. It's not enough. Even a sumo Hanemon is not enough. So just take 3rd place here. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. It ends up like working out for them kinda, but like imagine if you had kept the 4 and you have a 4-5 shape, how much better. And you just need to rely on pawning the south wind. Oh, friends. I mean, this is a really powerful hand. It's a really powerful hand, but I don't know if it's worth it. I genuinely don't think that it's worth it. Spicy game, long video. What can you say? That's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. I hope to see you there. Link is down below, along with the Discord and the VODs channel, okay? Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.